'Tis the season for vino volley, fa la 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 la. Grab your wine and join the jolly, fa la 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 la. Pop the cork or drink a barrel, fa la 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 la. Punch a face and sing some carols, fa la 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 la. Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to a very festive and fun-filled episode of Vino Volley. I'm your host, Michael Wall, and along with me is the man who's currently hollying his jollies, Ryan Rebecki.
Was I flat on that? I can't tell if I sounded flat. I think
we're both flat,
right.
But it's okay.
I had my finger in my ear doing the whole Mariah thing, and it didn't really work out for me.
Yeah.
Just...
What a Boxing Day.
What a Boxing Day, you know? Sometimes, as we look back at the history of Boxing Day, one can just really need to understand what Boxing Day is all about. You know, sometimes you fill the box. Sometimes you put things in and around the box. Sometimes you can put things in the box, not all the way though, and then take it out before you put it in all the way into the box.
Yes. Yep. Starting early here. But yeah, hey, you know, we're back at it. Christmas is still fresh in our hearts and in our minds. Well,
it sure is.
Maybe not me.
You.
As I've literally hung up every piece of Christmas decorations as a Boxing Day tradition. Listen.
I just can't believe how fast the turnaround was.
My love for Christmas is, I mean, we obviously know, like it's
abounding.
It is abounding.
Yes.
But the beauty of it is its finality. Mm-hmm. So we give every, holiday its due. Once Thanksgiving is over, hey, it's Christmas time. Mm-hmm. Right up until the point that we celebrate, we give gifts, we break bread, we do all that, and then as a Boxing Day tradition, also happens to be my sister's birthday, we wrap that shit up and get our house back to a little bit of normalcy. So, but yeah, how was your holiday?
It was good. A little bit of travel, got to see family. It was good. You know, when you have kids the age that my boys are, it's so much fun, just like how pure and innocent they are and excited about everything. And it was nice. They, Santa brought some very nice gifts for everybody. And, all joy was had all around. And, so today was spent just like a real piece of shit. Just like, play with your toys, kids. And they did. And they were awesome. And they played with this and that and the other thing. And to do some cleaning. And it was not as much of a clean sweep at the Rebecki household as it was here. Did some cleaning, threw out some old stuff, made room for the new stuff, and got to spend some time inside. The stove going, a nice, crisp 74 degrees, right in my wheelhouse. Mike, how was your holiday?
It was fantastic. So, for Eleanor, like the big gift item for her was a 4x4 Power Wheels. Like we went out like 24 volt, and so putting together, I was like originally gonna have it up by the tree.
Yeah.
And then immediately it was just like, this thing is way too fucking heavy for me to like try and schlep it up the stairs one by myself, or like the other thing is I didn't want it to be like the first thing Eleanor sees, because then everything, or as I thought, everything kind of goes to the wayside.
Yeah,
so
that's a good call.
I planned this whole elaborate set of clues. Like I made 5 different drawings to send her all over the house. And the final one was to bring her down to the basement where I had covered it in her massive like magnet tiles. So it was encased perfectly. And that was actually the clue. Huge thing. Like, she's like, oh my God, like loves it. So the dust settles. We're just having like a little bit of downtime. And I was like, Eleanor, like, what was your favorite thing for Christmas? And she's like, oh, my platypus stuffed animal. This thing, I mean, granted, it's very soft, but I mean, it's damn near 18 inches, and I was just like, okay, yeah.
No, that's great, sweetie. Yeah. Merry Christmas.
So again, she,
Daddy's just going to go yell in the backyard real quick.
So, I mean, we're obviously not going to take it outside. It's freezing out, but I'm sure she will get plenty of enjoyment out of it, but it was a little bit of a gut punch and a dick kick.
Yeah.
Because I thought for sure, like, this whole song and dance, like, I spent some time on the drawings, too. I thought they were pretty good. I'll actually post the picture on social media with the culmination of this episode. But yeah, big things though. We got a white Christmas.
We did,
which was like really Christmas Eve. It was a dusting, and I was just like, oh man, like we're back.
Yeah.
You know, like it's great to be in New England because otherwise, like what are we doing?
What's the point?
Yeah, what is the point? So yeah, white Christmas. It was fantastic. So yeah, gifts were shared. We hugged, we kissed, we loved. You know.
Oh yeah.
And now it's just back to I don't know, depressing gray days until.
I saw something on the
springtime.
interwebs, and I sent it to my tall, beautiful wife, and it was like, in order to stave off the seasonal depression, play like Celtic folk music as loud as you possibly can every single morning to help raise spirits, and it's just like, I don't hate that idea.
Yeah, no, it's not bad.
I mean,
why? What else you got to lose? You know? But yeah,
days are getting longer.
They are 2 minutes every day, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So a couple housekeeping items.
Yes.
One, we have new listener in India. Yep. Exact. Namaste.
Namaste.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. We always love to hit a new country. We still, I think our Russian listener has been back in action. So again, those from other countries who aren't like, you know, placements, as we may have family in other countries, but those that we truly have no idea who you are, we would love for you to reach out to us. And while I'm saying about reaching out, mine as well, there's several means that you can reach out to us.
There are.
VinoVolley85@gmail.com is our email address. VinoVolley85 is our Instagram, where we post the vast majority of all of our content. And then our website, vinovolley85.wixsite.com/vinovolley.
Nailed it.
Yeah, reach out. Let us know your story, how you stumbled upon this just splattering of words that we somehow put together and decide it's worth other people's ears, and you know we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Other thing, so I was watching the Man City game. Obviously, their absolute just like shitting the bed continues.
Oh,
and
falling apart.
Never, couldn't be more happy for them. So they were playing Everton. Obviously, it ends in a 1-1 draw. Now, granted, the Everton strike to make it 1-1 was fabulous, and I fucking hate Raptor arms or T-Rex arms, Jordan Pickford.
What a piece of shit.
A PK save. So it was pretty big. But Man City have a player, and I've never seen this player before.
Okay.
The last name, it's hyphenated, is Simpson Pussy.
Oh, yeah. You haven't heard of this guy before?
No.
Oh, there was the internet was getting all over him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I was just like, tee hee. I mean, it's just, it's Pussy, but still, it's Simpson Pussy. It's still funny.
Yeah, I mean,
it's still funny.
Children at heart.
But yeah, right. And other news, obviously, Boxing Day was great as far as being a Liverpool fan.
Tremendous.
Fulham doing us a solid. Now, I was again in the throes of de-Christmasing the entire house. I just had the phone going.
Yeah.
And I saw 1-1 in the 88th minute and was like, oh, like okay, we got a chance here. And then Justin texted me and he was just like, oh, Fulham giving you an early Christmas present. And I was like, yeah, like a draw, great. And then I looked and I was like, oh my God, they fucking beat Chelsea 2-1 in like absolute garbage time.
Yeah.
So now, obviously, that puts with Liverpool doing what they needed to do. Wasn't as clean as we would have liked, but hey, 3 points are 3 points.
Yep.
They're now 7 points clear atop the table with the game in hand.
True.
Which is
what a time.
It is a great time to be a Liverpool fan. And then Curtis Jones, I've obviously never been the biggest Curtis Jones fan, but I will say under Slot, I think he's been revitalized, although today I thought he was having a bit of a stinker, and he must have heard me, because he obviously bags the go-ahead goal and just rubbed it right in my fucking face. So hey, I've never been happier to be more wrong. Good for you, Curtis. And then I found out after the game, he went to Curtis Jones, first thing he does after the game is check his phone. And before he went to go text his family, he had a text from Jurgen Klopp congratulating him because it was his 100th game. So,
shit.
Obviously just how much we love Jurgen. He's still obviously in our hearts and still obviously is following Liverpool to be able to note that it was his 100th. I love that. Yeah.
And the Egyptian King did it again.
Yeah, I mean, just more and more making it, just pay him.
Pay him.
Whatever it is, pay.
Yep.
Again, I say pay him, pay Virgil. I thought he was immense today. I thought Joe Gomez had a strong game. I thought Trent was good. I mean, I would love to keep them all, but honestly, if I had to keep two, it's going to be Virgil and Mo Salah.
hurts my heart.
It does. It does. He's the Scouser in our team. He's obviously a phenomenal talent. I just think, yeah, it's going to be tough to keep him. So
we'll see where the dust settles.
Yeah, I mean, there's still
but
time.
You gotta pay him off.
You never know, but I mean, there's FSG. They have a system in place. Sometimes it's frustrating. There's always balance to the pay scale, so they're
doing a great job with the Boston Red Sox right now.
I could give two shits.
Well, apparently so could ownership. Anyway, we're not talking about baseball.
So, any other housekeeping items you can think of? Any anecdotal stories?
No, I just love the fact that you have Premier League soccer on every 3 to 4 days.
Oh my God, it's great. I mean, not for the players, but great for us.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah, they're our form of entertainment.
That is correct. Yeah. So, all right, well, I think it's time we about got into this wine. So, to all our Vino Volleyers out there, it is time to pop those corks, indulge in healthy pour, and dive stud showing into today's episode. So, Ryan, would you be so kind,
I will,
on this most festive of days, to tell the listeners what we will be drinking today?
Today we're going to be drinking the 2019 Bootleg Prequel Red Wine. It is a blend of 85% Syrah and 15% Petit Syrah from a couple different vineyards, coming in at 15.1% alcohol by volume. The description goes as follows. The Prequel Red Wine embraces unconstrained winemaking. While the Bootleg Red Blend focuses on the Napa Valley, Prequel captures the best of Sonoma County in each blend. The result is a luscious, deep, inky purple red wine with supple tannins and a velvety, lingering finish. This round, full-bodied, and incredibly creamy red wine is a deep, opaque purple and exudes aromas of lavender, blueberry, and bacon smoke.
Oh.
Flavors of forest fruits, black pepper, and toasted oak. Pair with pizza, barbecue ribs, wings, and sausages.
I love to have me some ribs with a nice glass of red wine.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
All right, fantastic. So, how does the wine tie into the topic? Well, let me tell you, listeners, it is very loosely based and purely on the fact that we were in the throes of Christmas and red wine. Red is one of the colors of Christmas, and it had some green on the bottle. So, hey, that's what we're doing, and, there's nothing you can do because I've got the microphone and you don't.
That's right.
So, in the Christmas spirit, we kind of combined, like Santa's wish list. What would you want from Santa? And obviously, a Christmas story. And the goal was to identify a total of 4 players, 3 with an honorable mention.
Yes.
Players that you would want to play for Liverpool. And we kind of coupled that with the ghosts that make up a Christmas story, which would be a Ghost of Christmas Past, Ghost of Christmas Present, a Ghost of Christmas Future, and Jacob Marley.
Yes.
The troubled ghost. So Ryan and I are going to go through our list. We'll see if we have some overlap in that regards.
I think we're going to match on one.
The Ghost of Christmas Past?
No.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shall we get to it?
Yes. Oh, that is dark. And all the sconces are on, so it definitely is dark. So visually, it comes in as advertised. It is purpley, the darkest of dark reds. Can't see through it when you hold it up to the light.
So, I mean, it has similarities to Hot Ice, where it's just like that bold red fruit.
Lavender blueberry bacon smoke is what should be on the nose.
I would say blueberry.
Yep.
Not get much of the bacon smoke or the lavender. What do we got on the palate?
I get the toasted oak.
Yep.
Don't know what a forest fruit would be.
Forest fruit. I don't know.
And then black pepper.
I will say for 15.1%, it's not harsh.
No, it's not high octane, yeah.
It's smooth, which is surprising because I think this is probably one of the highest alcohols we've had. Definitely in a while.
Yeah.
We've hovered around a couple 14s, 13s. I can't remember the last time we've been over.
The white was like, what, 12?
Yeah. So it's definitely smooth. I'm getting like a kind of like a mixed berry. I'm not hitting the nuances, but again, I am a little little congested, so it might be a little compromised.
I can see where they want, like, it pairs well with those heavier, like, greasier type foods. Because it, like...
Rich.
It's rich, it's big, and it, like, cuts through the fattiness
sure.
that would be with pizza, ribs, wings, and sausages. Oh, let's see where it takes us.
Yeah.
So far, so good. First couple sips. Like, I also have to give a shout-out to my sister-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
Who, as a Christmas gift, had a carafe custom made with the Vino Volley
right,
logo
and you sent me that.
on
Well, I'll post that
Yes.
with all the other stuff on the when we post the wrap up of the episode. Yeah, that is really cool. Love that.
Total surprise.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Rye, so shall we get into our picks of the ghosts of Christmas?
Christmas
past and present and future and Jacob Marley who wallows in hell, unfortunately.
Which Muppets Christmas Carol sat down last Friday and just, oh God, it's so good.
It is so good. We've watched Elf. I'm actually been really enjoying the newest Grinch. The one voiced by
Cumberbatch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's
I like it as well.
But yeah, Muppets Christmas Carol is great. I always liked Mickey's Christmas Carol, but it's just obviously so much. It's like 26 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Muppets is it's fantastic. So
yes,
do you want me to go? Do you want me to start the show or?
So yeah, I want you to start to just see how bad I fucked up. Just to clarify, it was a player from the past.
Yes.
That you would like to have on the current team, if possible.
A player in the past.
In the past.
Yes.
But not necessarily from Liverpool.
Correct.
Okay. Nailed it.
And then a player in the present.
Yes, got it.
And then a player from the future, and then
yes,
I
got you.
We're there.
Love my list.
Okay, so mine.
Yes.
Is I think prime Bobby Firmino would absolutely fucking cook in this team.
He was going to be my pick, and I changed it at the last minute.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I literally thought about it today. I'm like, a game like today,
oh my God,
he would have decimated that team.
Just like watching Arne Slot's style, where it's all interplay, it's short passes, and I just feel like that false number 9, where he's really more of a setup guy than a goal scorer, would just be like linking up with like the likes of McAllister, or Gravenberg, who's firing passes in between the lines, a quick turn. I just think prime Bobby Firmino in his heyday would be just absolutely electric for this Liverpool side.
Love that pick.
So wait, you had Bobby.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm curious who you audibled for.
I audibled for one Jamie Carragher.
Oh.
Because I feel like, not that, knock on wood, we need it. There's no real, like, tough guy on our team. Like, McAllister has a million yellow cards.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like he is kind of chippy in that way. Our defenders are just big, but no one's going in, like, crunching tackles. And even now, like, with him being such a firm supporter of the club, like, he, like, was bleeding red through and through. You know what I mean? Robbo can kind of be like a tough guy out there, but again, like stature-wise, he's not the biggest guy.
Sure. But I mean, Virgil, or like Kanate.
I mean, I would love it if they, no, that's true. I just think like on this team, I feel like having someone who plays with a little bit more like reckless abandon, with like crunching physical play.
Yeah.
I would appreciate. Yeah, that's my pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the question, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's easy for me, like, I also did it this way. I was like, well, I can see Bobby slotting in, and it's Mo Salah on the right.
Yep.
Firmino up the middle,
yeah.
and then you alternate Diaz or Gakpo on the left.
Mm-hmm.
In your choosing of Jamie Carragher, who is he replacing?
So that was the other issue I had, which I was like, oh, maybe more of like an emotional pick than it is like a strategic pick. And I think that's where. But that's not what it's about.
Could be what it's about.
Might not be.
Okay.
But it could be.
All right. So
Put it fully in the box.
And
then sometimes you...
Yeah. We're never doing an episode on Boxing Day again. I didn't.
No,
really...
this has to be a tradition now. This is also episode 30.
It is episode 30. I didn't really fully put it together what this was going to do to you, so it may be a tradition. Probably not though, because there's just a lot of editing that needs to be done.
No, it's fine.
So my pick of Ghost of Christmas Present, a player that currently plays that I think could slot in, was none other than current U.S. men's national team left back Jedi Robinson.
Well,
Anthony Robinson. So I think, don't get me wrong, I love Andrew Robertson. And I mean, I've had his jersey. I think he still has it here and there. I just don't think he has it sustainably. We've seen some moments where he's not falling asleep, but just he's getting beat. Obviously today he was. I mean, there was a lot of things that led up to it, but got turned inside out by IU, and then that was leading up to the goal. I don't put the blame on him,
right? But
it didn't help. So I think that Anthony Robinson has an absolute engine. You want to talk about bringing physicality? He's physical. Mm-hmm. He's fast. He's just endless, boundless energy.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've obviously always wanted an American on Liverpool. I mean, I would 100% get his jersey, but I think that if we're talking about where we're a little bit lacking, and there's a current player that I think can slot in, pun intended.
Very nice.
It is Anthony Robinson.
That was a very good point IU just made.
Nice.
It wasn't my best. I'm sorry.
I like it. It was pretty good.
Thank you. My pick for the Ghost of Christmas Present is a well-known favorite of yours and mine. Got all the respect in the world for this guy, even though his team is absolutely...
Kevin De Bruyne?
He is Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay.
Again, you could put him in the last system, you could put him in this system, and I feel like he would shine with his ability to move the ball and play the ball quickly. Just an absolute workhorse that I feel like you respect from a distance and kind of wish he was on your team. In this case, we're playing that game. It'd be nice if he...
Who would he take? Szoboszlai, Gravenberg, McAllister?
Yeah, you got to run everything through him in the middle. That's the thing. So I'd probably
McAllister.
Probably McAllister. Which, McAllister's fine. He's fine.
Fine?
He's fine. He takes dumb fouls.
I think he's just got short legs.
He's not a big guy.
No. So I think it's just his face is always so red, though.
Very red.
Chews gum for hours.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I respect that about his game. But yeah, just
Yeah, I mean...
Again, if we're playing...
No. I mean, if we're talking KDB, that's a tough one, but yeah, I'd say...
imagine having Trent and Kevin De Bruyne just, slinging dimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is my pick for the Ghost of Christmas Present.
All right. So my Ghost of Christmas Future is none other than, I think might have been close to, if not your No, you opted because you didn't want to hit a child. Lamine Yamal.
Yamal.
So, kid's 17 years old.
Yeah.
The reason I did Ghost of Christmas Future is because obviously he currently occupies the same position as Mo Salah. So my reason for the Ghost of Christmas Future is because I think, as we just said, nothing would please us more as Mo Salah signing probably another 2-3 year deal.
Would love that.
He retires as a legend, and then this kid, who's had a couple years in La Liga, now 20 years old, slots into that same spot.
Oh, that'd be cool. I dig that. Oh,
I tried to do it. I didn't duplicate positions, so I tried to think of the timeline. But yeah,
fascinating. Yeah. My Ghost of Christmas Future pick is, I was thinking way in the future, even though it's not that far off from yours, and ties into your pick of it'd be nice to have an American on the team, and that is the 14-year-old, the youngest player in MLS history, knocking off friend of the show, Freddie Adu. That is Kevin Sullivan. Now, kid could absolutely fizzle out, or he makes the smart decision to play overseas, much like Christian Pulisic did, and then maybe find his way into the Liverpool Academy. Just to have an American on the team. That's
Great.
I mean, you hope he's the future of USA Soccer, but, you know.
He got his debut as a 14-year-old. I mean, I didn't even watch the game.
He's so small.
Yeah.
The coach calling him over, I'm like,
this little guy.
What's this guy gonna do?
What's he doing?
So we'll see, but to be hopeful, it would be nice to have an American on the team, and this kid's supposed to be the next big thing, so my pick is Kevin Sullivan.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So my last pick,
yes,
unsung hero,
yep,
my Jacob Marley,
yes,
is none other than prime time. We're going, I'm going to say, 07 to 09.
Okay.
Fernando Torres.
Oh.
So,
it's a great pick.
Right where, I remember, hold on, I got to look up what specific year in, FIFA he was unplayable.
Okay.
So, 2008 to 2009, Fernando Torres was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So 2007, 2008 had 33 goals.
Damn.
So I'd put him, if we're talking, I'd put him out on the left.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd actually have Torres on the left, primetime Torres, 08, 09.
Yep.
I'd have Bobby Firmino up the middle, and I'd have Salah on the right. But I remember I was playing, I forget where we were still at Federal Street, and I was playing FIFA, and I literally just would get the ball at Torres' feet and then just be like, I think I'll take a shot here, and it would just absolute piss missiles into top bins. It was just it was a cheat code. So my pick is Fernando Torres.
Oh,
still one of the greatest Liverpool songs, but yeah,
it's a great pick. Again, my Jacob Marley comes from a place of leadership, and that would be our beloved former coach, Jurgen Klopp. Now,
what?
What do you mean, what?
How does he fit the Jacob Marley, the Trump?
Because he is part of the reason, right? Jacob Marley is part of the reason Scrooge is the way he is, and the idea that Slot inherited a team that he had pretty much built, thus making the plot. You get me? You don't follow.
So
I love him so much. He's just I just want him to be around.
I do too. And there is a part of me that it pains me that they're doing so well.
Yeah.
And City are doing so terribly because it's just
No, I know. But you telling me that he sent Curtis Jones a message today, he's still watching. He's still.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's still not dialed in, but he's
No, it's not.
He's paying attention.
He was skiing in Germany.
Wunderbar.
But
yeah, I just want him around, and the idea that he has an impact on what Slot is doing right now, even though it's a different system of play, it's technically his players.
I mean, it's 100% because I forget there was kind of some banter on social media about Ruben coming in for Manchester United, and obviously he doesn't need to someone was like, oh, he doesn't need to buy players because he's just going to reform them like Arne Slot did.
Yeah.
And it's listen,
funny thing about that,
huh?
Ruben Amorim.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to Justin about Ruben and what he was for Sporting. He's phenomenal, but Slot, as tactically gifted as he is, and the way he's been able to reinvigorate Ryan Gravenberch, basically a new signing, plays a different formation, but he inherited a championship winning team.
Yeah.
Ruben inherited an absolute dumpster fire and is doing the best he can with that, where he kind of said it himself. He's like, there's two ideologies here. We can kind of keep trying to do what we've been doing and kind of limp along, or I'm going to start to instill my philosophy now, and we're probably going to have a rockier start because, again, you're halfway through. These teams have been drilled into their system. You're trying to change a whole new tactics, like kind of late in the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't take any credit away from Slot,
right?
But I mean, this was still a very stacked team that he inherited.
I do miss, and he's like pretty like level-headed. I do miss like the full, like the fervor and the passion. Like, just I don't know, kick him up top. Go make him a director of something.
He's the head of football for Red Bulls.
Yeah,
you know how much money he's making now.
Yeah, he's got.
And
wings.
I think that's the beauty. What he wants to still be part of the game, but he wants to like have a life and be able to like spend time with his grandkids. And I think
his wife Ula.
Yeah, Ula, sweetheart. But I think that's the difference between like him and like a Pep, where like Pep and kind of Slot, like they're tactical geniuses. Like that, it's their mind.
You're pointing to your head. I was like,
yeah, right there. It's a tumor. It's not a tumor.
No,
you know,
they're also bald.
Huh?
They're also bald.
They're also bald.
Yes.
That has nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay.
More so the fact that like it's pure, it's tactical, it's mental.
Yeah.
Whereas like Klopp, like it was just heart. I mean,
yeah.
There's tactics, but it was just like he poured everything into it, and like that's why I just think it was so emotionally draining, because it was just like that emotion that he expressed on the sideline was just like he was the 12th man. He was feeling what the players were feeling, that angst, that exactly. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, when you get home and hit your kid because he's so slow. So yeah. All right, so Jurgen Klopp is your very bizarre. I kind of got there where Bob Marley was originally with Scrooge McDuck.
What? You say Bob Marley? You said Bob Marley.
Jacob Marley.
15.1%.
Scrooge RB Irie.
Everything be Irie in the gold. Open up your safe. Throw my nephews in the safe. Huey, Dewey, Louie.
Anyway, so so Jacob Marley obviously set the groundwork with. So yeah. Fine.
Yeah. It was a stretch.
So is he going to be in the team though, or is he going to be like coaching? Where did you have him?
I just want him in the stadium. Like, I want him similar to Taylor Swift, for them to just pan over to him every once in a while and just see him fucking losing his mind in a box somewhere.
Nice. I was
which
listening
is also another reference to Boxing Day.
I was listening to Men in Blazers, and they had John Oliver on, and he was
I meant to watch that tonight.
He was talking about how he's like, you'll never see another coach when he's leaving, have the entire stadium chant basically the person who's like taking over his job. He's like, you're never going to see that again.
Yeah.
And I think like that's why it was more than just the team to Klopp. It was just like, it was the city.
Yeah.
And he just, transcends the game.
Yes.
So,
yep.
So sure. Fuck it.
Yep.
He's in.
That's a great pick.
Great pick.
Thank you.
All right. So now that we've wrapped that up, let's circle back to this wine and see if it's changed at all.
Even though I've eaten copious amounts over the last couple days, I could do ribs.
Oh, dude, I could fuck with some ribs.
Like,
oh,
yes.
Sorry.
You want to go to Good Stuff Smokehouse right now?
We could do that, but not going to mean anything to our listeners.
No.
But on Monday night, I went to Depot Street Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
We went out and had a little dinner date with another couple, and I got braised short ribs over herb risotto with asparagus.
Sounds excellent. My pants are off right now.
Holy shit. It was so fucking good.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
I can fuck with some ribs.
Definitely a bigger wine that can cut through the fattiness of like a heavier meal.
Yeah.
Pizza, you couldn't go like Neapolitan with this. You'd have to go like New York style, because you need to like cut through the grease. Because like I feel like if I make pizza, it's not super greasy.
I think you need. Honestly, I'm going to say you need Greek style pizza.
Yes.
Something that's like spongier.
Yep.
Like.
Oh yeah.
And it's not like, I don't think you could do like a cheese. You need like, it needs to be hard. Like at least a sausage, pepper, and onion.
Like that.
I'm starting to get hungry.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, again, I'm not noticing like nuances of like that, the palate. It is enjoyable.
Yeah.
And for over 15%, it is, I think, relatively easy drinking. So.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Got some numbers floating around.
All right, so now that we have wrapped that up, it is time for once again for our Una cara que necesita un puñetazo. And up this week is none other than the team that Liverpool recently beat in the Champions League, Girona. And so as Juan let us down, he was back in action for a little bit, but maybe
it's the holiday season.
I know. I'm not holding it against anybody.
Yeah.
But I'm going to sneeze on camera now. I'm going to leave that in.
We're also not on camera.
Fuck.
Unfortunately.
No one wants that.
I would love to live stream this.
Maybe one day.
It's an audio medium, but I get action. I'm moving around. Explosive athletic moves.
But yeah, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one.
Okay.
So, we are up for Girona. And since we have no write-ins, it is just Ryan and I. So, Ryan, do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Upon looking at the Girona roster, one immediately stuck out to me. And that reminded me, I'm like, why does this person look so familiar? And then I scrolled down and noticed, wait, why does this name seem familiar? Now, before I get to the name of said player, he looks like the guy on the interwebs, the British guy who's obsessed with the trains. You see this guy?
He's a British you?
I didn't put the trains out this year.
Ooh. At all?
Cue Sarah McLachlan.
So sad. Anyway, sorry, not to steal your thunder.
It's fine.
The British guy with the trains.
He follows all these famous locomotives around like the English countryside, and he has a GoPro right here, and it looks down at his face.
I've never seen it.
Oh my god! Oh, all right. I'm going to show you off air because we're on air right now. And that is of young Brian Gil, whose full name is Brian Gil Silvatierra. He's a Spanish footballer, even though he looks like an 18th century British peasant boy. Not only with his awful, taking a line from Crofty, a terrible Beatles haircut. Because they were from Liverpool. He just have a very, very smug, punchable face. When he's playing, he looks constantly confused and overly gassy. And when he smiles, he looks like that of a simple child who is not only trying to pickpocket you, but maybe trying to do simple arithmetic in his head. And that is my pick, a one, apparently Spanish, footballer, Brian Gil.
All right. And that's a repeat offender.
Aye.
Yeah, I think we had that episode when we did, because it was Tottenham at the time. I think CJ, when CJ still was writing in. You got something else
He's
there?
5'9", 132 pounds.
Oh, wow. Taking him down.
Telling you.
Taking him down.
Built different. Actually, I'm not. It's wiry.
I tell you what, I dropped the ball on this one. I really focused on my team dynamic with my ghost picks.
Okay.
So this one, I'm going to pick the starting goalkeeper, Juan Carlos.
Juan Carlos?
And just for the fact that, like, I look at him and I get vibes that he just gives me, like, that shitty dad vibe that, like, has too many beers before going to his, like, kid's sporting event. And it's just like, oh, you know, if we're talking baseball, he's like out in center field, hanging on the fence, being hey, cheat to the left.
Yeah.
You know.
Lay off the high stuff.
Yeah. And just like slugging Bud Lights. I don't know. I just kind of...
Juan Carlos?
Juan Carlos.
I'm going to look up a picture of him real quick.
He just looks like a guy who overindulges, you know, on a Wednesday and is just going to his kids' just little league game and just chirping to the other players from center field while just hammering Bud Lights. That's what I got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
he kind of looks like the fourth. Oh, fuck! What are the name of the brothers? They play the music. One of them is dated to that really attractive Indian woman. One was married to Sophie Turner.
Jonas Brothers. I don't know how I got that from very attractive Indian woman. Maybe that's our listener.
That picture, he looks like the oldest
Jonas
brother. You can't see that.
I can kind of see it.
Yeah.
No, the one from the website, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, he's the forgotten Jonas brother who just like had no talent and now takes it out on his own kids' sporting events.
He's a pull hitter.
Disney wanted me too. Yeah.
That's a good pick.
That's my pick.
Oh, those came right from the heart.
Oh yeah, that was just a gut reaction. There was no. I did see Brian Gilles, and I was like, but I was the repeat offender last week with what's his face, the shithead redhead. I really just channeled my own inner animosity. But yeah,
probably bad we can't remember who it was.
Yeah, they say there's correlation between that and alcohol, memory loss. I don't see it though. So yeah, that's our una cara que necesita un puñetazo. And so yeah, I think now it's time. We'll talk about. Let's enter the team for next episode, and that will be none other than Mallorca.
Mallorca.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah. So Mallorca's going to be the team. But Rye, why don't we, if there's nothing else, give our final thoughts and score on the wine, and then we can talk about the wine we're going to be drinking next episode and how it ties to the topic.
All right. I think it's a quality wine. Doesn't like blow your socks off, but I would think if you are going to a barbecue or if you do pair your wine to your eats, what? Why are you laughing at me? Oh, yeah. I just sent you something funny on purpose, and then you were laughing, and I yelled at you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to heal in 2025.
Whatever that means.
I don't know either. I'm coming in at like a 7.5.
Okay.
Like, it's good.
And I also think, like, really bold wines aren't, like, like, Italian wines, like, on the lighter side are really more, like, your niche.
Yeah, like it's good. I would like to have it with food, and I think it would maybe, like, tick up a few points, but, like, it's fine. It's a good, I mean, again, I'm drinking it.
Yeah.
But yeah, for a higher ABV wine, does the job, but doesn't knock at least my socks off. Which are new socks. I got them for Christmas, if you were wondering.
Fancy.
Thank you.
Are they Bombas?
No.
Oh, not that fancy then.
I have some. I leave them on during.
You would be that guy. I'd rather just have cold feet than feel so ridiculous.
Oh god.
Anyway, I'm gonna go a little higher.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to reach the 8s threshold for me, but I like it. Again, I'm not going to take away from it that I can't discern like the specific flavors that were in like the profile. Again, a little bit compromised in the nasal region, but I enjoy it. I think for 15.1, it is easy drinking. I'm going to go 7.9.
Quality number.
Yeah.
Yep. Might be the third time.
Yeah, it hasn't been many times. All right, so now that we've wrapped that up, Rye, why don't you tell the folks the wine we'll be drinking next episode so I can tell them how it ties into the topic?
We are drinking the Pietra Giovanni Primitivo Rosso from Puglia, Italy. I'm so excited to get back to my home country. And we have not done a Primitivo yet.
We have not. And so as this is this is a new wine to the episode. It's going to be a new year, so we're kind of tying this in with, it'd be the first episode of 2025. So as we are in the kind of the halfway point, we are going to be talking about, we're going to go through, and Ryan, how would you describe what we're going to be doing for next episode?
So what we're going to do, as one does challenge themselves in the new year, we're going to run through the table from either top to bottom or bottom to top, however we feel like it in the moment. And we're going to have a 1-minute timer per team, which we have to split equally, non-equally. When a minute is up, we switch to the next team. So it is a 20-minute lightning round going through the Premier League table. Thoughts, feelings, well wishes, ill wishes of those teams in the second half.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of ill wishes. Oh, okay. Love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I can't wait.
It's exciting. It's definitely, I feel like it's right in our wheelhouse. Something new, something different to go with a new wine. So very excited. But as it comes to this episode, we would love to keep going.
We would.
But via our review, we are officially out of wine and must put the final cork in this episode and say, listen to us next time on another exciting, another new year.
That's right.
Vino Volley. So Ryan, please do us the honors.
I will. Thanks for everyone for listening. This is the first full year of us doing this. Calendar year.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's a blast. Let's keep this thing going. Always, though, remember to sip and soccer responsibly. We bid you a Freddy adieu.